Audio check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the January 2nd meeting of the Board of Architects for review. Our first order of business is to be sworn in and take the oath of office.
Who have I not sworn in yet this year? Just Mr. Battle? Oh,
I
who?
haven't been.
Everybody?
Oh,
I haven't been here at all?
No.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. If everybody will raise their right hand, repeat after me, and I will go slow because it's a lot of words. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I am duly qualified
that I am duly qualified
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
of this state
of this state
to exercise the duties
to exercise the duties
of the office to which
of the office to which
I have been appointed,
I have been appointed,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge the duties thereof,
discharge the duties thereof,
and preserve, protect, and defend
and preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of this state
the Constitution of the state
and of the United States.
And
and of the United States.
So help me God.
So help me God.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay, the next order of business is approval of the May 5th minutes, which have previously been sent out for us to review. Anyone have any corrections, additions?
I didn't.
Have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes for May.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. And we have no old business. We have, yeah. Oh, there. Yeah, public hearing. And I think we have one person who signed up for.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, members. I'd like to speak to two items on your agenda tonight, item number 3 and number 4. Let me start with the fourth one, 401 South Magnolia. We're very happy to see this project proceed. It's been quite a while. It is on the agenda, it shows that it is a number 5 non-contributing. I believe that's been corrected, and I appreciate that. So that's good. That was the only comment. Look forward to that property being restored and developed. The other item is on 214 East 4th South Street. It is not a historic residence. It has really no redeeming value as a historic residence. However, it's a little confusing to me why the owner or the person selling the house or the new person who wants to buy it is asking for demolition before this bar has even seen any elevations or plans. Demolition is a, well, sorry, but you don't, demolition is a last resort in the historic district. It's not the first resort. And so I urge you to follow this as you normally do with these architectural plans and programs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, now there's no old business. And the first order of business is 210 South Gum Street.
Hey, good night.
Hello.
I have to say something.
Yeah. Tell us what you
Tell
want
us
to do.
about your project.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
There's a number of projects involved in this. There's
Mm-hmm.
an existing garage, it's a cinder block garage with some wood siding to it.
Yes.
And also they're looking to change the garage into multi-suite.
Yes.
As part of that, Also looking to add on a bathroom off the back, which will not be seen from the street. And doing an exterior kitchen to the existing patio.
Could you go back to our agenda for tonight? You want to present what you plan to do, please?
Oh, yes, and we're gonna, add, mother-in-law switch on the garage and the ADU.
You have
And,
some pictures?
We're gonna do just,
This is probably.
yeah,
Okay.
Here,
Mhm.
Yeah.
this is where the pavilion's going. This is where the bathroom's going. Their existing pictures.
This is a house that's very close to the property line of the house to its left. Is that correct? Both houses are very close together.
yes,
That's correct.
just on that little areas.
So look back at the survey.
Yeah, that,
Here's the house right here.
And the garage is the building
Garage.
that has the ivy all over the,
Correct.
or green all over it.
That's the garage right there.
So that's the street view.
Yeah, it's set back from the street.
Right. And this is,
This is from the patio.
okay.
This area, approximately where the pavilion's going.
yes, on the outdoor kitchen, yes.
Is
And-
everything gonna be, I guess anything gonna be seen from the road? Any of the adjustments or everything's behind
The
it?
only area you're gonna see from the road is the south on the elevation on the garage. On this side, yes. Yeah, because they have like a garage door, we're gonna cover and add 2 windows, that's it. And then the plan has raised it like a foot high. Just for because it's set 7 foot high. And now we're gonna turn 9 foot, like 7, yes, almost 9.
Changing the picture.
It's a little bit, yes, a foot high, that's it.
I saw something about a pool in the drawings. Do you
The
have a
pool's
pool?
in the back, uh-huh.
It's existing?
No, it's.
Okay, so it has a-
Yes.
I gotcha.
So is this for conceptual approval? It's the elevations there without any detail.
Here's some of the stuff that they're talking as far as materials. They're looking at using the same material for the siding. And it's the house.
Just going on top of the center block.
Yes. Just to match with the house,
Thing.
it's gonna be white, yes. This is the door existing and,
This is the rear door.
yes, yeah, mhm.
I'm assuming that this is
Assuming,
for the bathroom.
This is for the mother-in-law suite, because the plan as we reuse that door, then when we remove, if everything is okay, we're gonna keep that door. If you don't, we're gonna put it that one.
What color is the roof and what's the material? Because I think, isn't the house and the garage different?
All right, the mother-in-law suite is gonna be shingle, like existing right now, and the outdoor kitchen is gonna be red metal, match with the house.
Windows are 1/1.
Yeah,
I think we're talking.
Anderson, yes.
I think in general, we would want a more detailed elevation than what you've provided, one showing the exact dimensions and proportions of the windows, the details of the window surrounds, as well as treatment of the corner boards and stuff. I personally have no problem with what you plan to do, but I would like to see a much better and more detailed elevation myself.
Well, the windows as Anderson all is included on the packet.
I know. But we all the time get people saying it's going to be done exactly the way it's done on the house and without drawings demonstrating that that's how it's going to be done. It's very difficult for us to properly approve it. I'm speaking for myself.
Can you put on the windows details? Sorry, if you don't mind. Yes. No, I send a little bit more details about the Anderson windows, all about the glass, about the dimension. Yes, I send more than this.
Because of the size of the package.
Yeah, I send everything. I send everything. The size.
Size would be equal to the package.
And the size is gonna be 31.5 by 51.5. That's the size gonna be. I send everything on the packet. 100% sure.
But we would really like to see what that's going to look like when it's done, rather than being told it's going to be X number of inches.
This shows a square. I think.
No, yes, but that's send everything there.
I would be reluctant to approve the project with the window proportions as on the elevation you gave us. Because they are totally wrong.
I try get it here what it's saying.
How do others feel?
Yeah, I would agree. I guess my curiosity is can we do a conditional approval? And then that way he can get started and then come back next month with the dimensions of the windows, if that's what we're ultimately in the trim around.
Yeah.
That way it doesn't hold him up. He can start demo, he can start the roof, he can start the addition, he can start all those things.
Do you think
Yeah.
can you start some like outdoor kitchen, all that kind of stuff?
But
Did you have any question about the outdoor kitchen area part, the part that was being
No.
attached to the house?
The
no,
only concern about the windows details.
yeah, you don't want to buy the windows until we have,
Oh, no,
Approval.
yes, oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, 100%.
You're looking at this color right here,
Yes.
Charcoal
charcoal.
for the
For
roof.
the
That
modular suite, yes. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And the outdoor kitchen is gonna be red metal, match with the color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 100%.
the other question I have is if you're going to take the roof off of this building to elevate it, why not put red metal on this to match the main house as well as the new structure you're putting?
Yeah, this is for just homeowner. The owner want to keep the modular suite like you existing right now and put the roof, the red roof on the outdoor kitchen. That's the only reason, nothing more.
I would think as long as you're going to put a new roof on the mother-in-law place, wouldn't look bad to have them all uniform.
What's it? She is the owner of the house.
Okay.
I'm
Hello.
sorry. Do I have to? If I have to get approved, I will, but I personally prefer how it looks right now. But if I have to, I will do it.
So I think sometimes we try to make the opportunity to make it look old, so you're going back with the siding
I-
to match the house. So we were,
I was just,
I guess the question would be maybe, could we do that conditional where they can check on pricing? Because,
Yeah.
because
if it's not prohibitive on
I need
pricing.
to, like, I have a budget, so I'm trying to make as pretty as it is, but I also need to see my budget. But if I have the opportunity to check and if it does look better and if I have the money, I'll for sure.
Yeah, I don't think any of us want it to be cost prohibitive for you. It's just, if you're raising the roof, replacing the decking, doing all those things anyway, if it's not much more to do the metal than the shingle, then that would be the best option
Yeah.
to keep it looking
Yeah,
historical.
it does look nice. I don't know
Yeah.
what the difference on the price is, but I mean, either way, but that
Yeah.
would look nice, of course.
Okay.
It's not a huge expansive,
It is
Roof.
not, I understand, but it's
Yeah.
a lot of things
so
that it's adding.
that,
So unfortunately, at the end, it costs.
but
Unfortunately.
do you understand our need to see
I
what
understand.
the final elevation is really going to look like?
And I want to make the house as pretty, as gorgeous
Yeah.
as it is right now. I want to maintain the historical. And if I have to do it,
And we want to help you. Okay? You're not trying to get in the way. We're trying to help you end up with something that you and the community will be proud of.
that's what I want to do too.
So I would think that we can approve the outdoor kitchen outright. And that we can approve the concept of the mother-in-law changes based upon having a final rendition of elevation of how the windows fit size-wise. It's very important that, particularly in the historic district, that windows have more verticality. They're rectangular. And then, since I guess you're having 1/1, so you don't have to worry about grids.
Is
But-
there a specific like number you guys
Size.
looking at? Because I wanna be as exactly as you guys want it, so just as this, okay.
So if we did like a conditional approval for that, then obviously the outdoor kitchen would be approved. And if we did a conditional approval, assuming that the windows or the elevation could come back, would that be something that they'd have to come back here, or could that be a staff?
Windows, I think, yeah.
Yeah,
But if we did that,
I can prove, comparable stuff. But we change that it's the same, but they're changing shingle, for shingle. No change color.
Yeah.
and No.
I think it has.
So anything like that,
okay. So if we did that, then they could go ahead and get started and then maybe just come back and maybe then at that point show the windows are down the road, right? So then they would show the windows and maybe the roof
Right,
options.
as long as they don't frame up for
Yeah.
a window that we don't.
They got more than a month's worth of work to do that.
Yeah.
and you get it to me,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
ASAP, as far
Yep.
as, for the next.
Mm-hmm.
And, we require there to be corner boards. Corner boards on the
On the,
siding
uh-huh.
and some kind of roof trim.
It's gonna match everything with the house right now. The house has 2x6 on the corner and the trim was 2x4 and the width and window sill is 2 and all that's gonna be matched. That's the
You-
plan.
So you can come back and show us pictures matching what is there, then that will help us a whole lot.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, and just a price comparison between the shingles versus the metal,
Metal.
and then that'll help.
That's fine.
Yeah.
One of the other things, I would suggest the elevations that you showed,
Uh-huh.
show the details.
Detail, all the trim details?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to tell you. You
Uh-huh.
need bare bones of things. Try to,
Yeah.
Match the materials in there, but
Yeah.
it wasn't always the scale, it wasn't always.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure that it comes in to scale. And windows are pictures how.
How this gonna be, okay.
How they're gonna be.
All right.
In the elevation.
All right. Sounds good.
do I have a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion. I make a motion to approve the outdoor kitchen area as it's submitted. And conditional approval on the ADU with the exception of the windows coming back when next time to show the detail on that and then a comparison of the roof. And I don't know if we really, the comparison of the roof, I think we'll just see what that comes
Okay.
out at, but.
Yeah. I'll second that.
Okay. Tim, Kimsey,
Yes.
I agree. All right, Jane?
Yep.
And I also, so thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
I think you'll be happy when it's done.
This is a conceptual approval. It's conceptual review. For 127 West Richardson. And the applicant is seeking, do some work on the rear programs.
Hi, everyone. I'm Maggie Williams. Do we have the existing photos and site plan? All right, so this is the existing survey. So you can see that majority of the site is concrete. And then we do have a patio in the back that is, I believe, a 3-in-1 Belgard paver. And this we plan to keep in the project. These are some existing photos. So you can see the concrete and the patio that will remain in the back. And then this is what the front of the building looks like. And then the next slide should be, yes, our site plan. Okay, so the goal of the project is to give the site a facelift and improve patron experience with some just overall site improvements. So, like I said, the existing patio in the back, we plan to have a covered structure just to protect, patrons from the elements. Along the side of the property, we will be replacing the chain link fence with a masonry wall. And we'll also be incorporating a fountain into that wall at the rear of the property. All concrete will also be demoed, and we will be replacing that with specialty paving at the front of the site. This will be bluestone with a brick border. And then in the rear, we'll be using the Belgard pavers to match the pavers that are existing in the patio. And then overall, we will be developing a landscape plan just to soften the hardscape that we will be adding in. And these are some of our inspiration photos to show what that fountain could look like. And that will be included in the masonry wall, the shade structure that we will be including, and also what the front courtyard could look like with the bluestone and brick. Yeah, and we do plan to have a stage at the rear, but we are currently developing those details and we plan to submit these in our final application. So we're just asking for conceptual approval right now.
Looks very nice.
Yeah, I think so too.
It already looks nice in the back. There was a question in the submittal about garbage collection.
Yes, if you would flip to the site plan, I could explain that a little better. So you see right where his little cursor is, we plan to have a gate there. The owner is currently working out a situation with the neighboring parcel if they could share a dumpster, and then they would easily be able to pull trash out from this gate into their shared dumpster. So that's what I know at the moment. I can get more detail on that though and let y'all know.
That would be a very good solution.
Mhm.
Wouldn't have happened with the previous owner of the property.
Maybe you can talk to the fire marshal.
Yes, we did speak with him. We got verbal approval, and so we hope that, and he approves this layout. We had to shift, if you could see, there's a wall, but I guess beyond the trash exit. And yes, right there, and there will be a gate so they can, lock the gates after hours and whatnot. But this wall previously was pushed forward, and after our discussion, he, told us to pull it back to reach a minimum width. So we did that, and he approved it. So hoping for formal approval in our next TRC meeting.
Yeah, I think everything looks good. I like the brick wall and the blue stone.
Any other comments? Motion?
Sure. I'll make the motion to approve the conceptual aspect of this
I'll second.
as presented. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll second. It looks great.
Tim?
No, it's,
Ken?
no issues. Okay.
Ken?
I'm agree. I walked
Okay.
it today and took a
Yes.
good look
Me.
at it. I
Yes,
think it'll look pretty nice.
yes,
Okay.
looks very nice.
Well, great. Thank you.
Easy peasy, right?
Yeah, that was really nice.
Compatible.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
I was walking through there and I was, hey,
Yeah.
what did you
That's
say?
about right.
That would be a huge improvement. Yeah.
What's next one, Tim?
Because I started right.
Yeah, we're going fourth. Okay.
314 East Fourth South Street.
Hey, good evening. My name is John Steele. I'll be running this project over on East 4th Street. The request today is to demo the existing CMU building that's there. We don't believe that the CMU building offers any historic relevance. As the gentleman that spoke earlier said, there is some conceptual drawings. It is just one elevation of a front elevation on it. So we're just requesting to, yeah, that's neighboring properties. The original request, I think, it was originally just to demo the CMU house. The garage, it is attached right now, but it is barely attached. Originally, we were thinking to keep the garage and maybe incorporate the garage into a house plan that attaches to it with a breezeway of some sort. We're unsure on that until we get better drawings and submit to you guys. So I think the original request was going to keep the garage, but demo the CMU house until we get a house plan. And that is mainly just for, there's a few things storage wise in the garage that we were keeping. Besides the demo, what other site prep have you got to do as far as are y'all bringing in dirt or what kind of foundation? What? Yeah, so the initial phase of construction would be to level the pad out of some sort. We'd have to get in there. We've got the initial survey gone. I think until once we can get a pretty decent pad leveled out and kind of get some of the landscaping cleared up around it. I think until we get the house plan, then we can go in there and we'll have to adjust it a little bit grade wise. Are you submitting this week for next month, or is it going to be? It's probably going to be the following week before we get house plans on it. But I anticipate it's going to be a little while to get the demo permit. There's quite a bit to go into getting the demo permit with the county.
Anybody have any views?
Yeah, I mean, obviously anybody who's been anywhere through any kind of process with demo and build, it's a long, timely process to approve the demo and to get the project going while they get plans. I don't see any issue with it. If it was a historic property or something else was going on, to be one thing, but I mean, I think this is one we'll be happy to see changed over.
Yeah, this
in the town.
will be a process for sure.
Yeah. So.
That was gonna be my question. How much time is that?
Trying to do
What's
this
that?
at this
With the
point,
demo?
to accelerate the process a little bit by getting the demo
That's right.
started.
That's right. Yeah. So I think there was a question of how long would you expect the demo to take? After the permit? Yeah. A week or two. I don't think it's going to be extensive. As quick as possible, because that's typically what raises the price of demo, is how long they're there for.
I have a differing opinion. I don't have a problem with that house being demoed, but I would like to see formal house plans for the property before I approve the demolition.
I tend to agree with that unless we approve the demolition and then we would have to approve anything anyway, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
the
is
whole
just, this
process
is just helping them start the process.
So the problem, I guess, would be if we said it could be demolished, but then we have different opinions of what they would want to build there. Then what happens, so
Right, yeah, I think we have an idea of what's appropriate for Somerville. I live on 212 South Gum Street. And we did that project. That was an extensive project that some liked or didn't like the process of the project. But ultimately ended up being a really good looking house, for the town of Somerville. So everything that goes on after this point has to be approved by you guys. So I think that there will be plans, appropriate plans submitted and probably adjusted a few times. And I'll probably be back in here a couple times with you guys just to get the plans approved. But hopefully after my last experience that it'll be the first go around that we can get these, appropriate plans for you guys.
Any more discussion? Somebody want to make a motion?
I'm fine to make the motion to accept it, to do the demolition as presented. And then, like I said, if they come back with plans and we feel like they're not appropriate, then they'll have to come back and that process will just, but if the plan is to build something there anyway, like I said, I know in these projects, time is money and, it's just, yeah. To delay it, I don't know why we would, but
Yeah, as long as we know we would have to approve something.
That's the condition.
yeah, that's the condition, right?
That
I'm fine to second it. I mean, they would either get sort of stalled here, or if the plans are not right, then they get stalled later. And so, I'm fine to second that.
Okay.
I'm good.
I made the motion, he seconded.
Yep,
And yes,
and I say no, so still passes.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, next up. 401 South Magnolia Street.
I just need to come down.
Good evening.
hello.
Hi. I was gonna wait for him to put up a few photos, but I'm Rachel Pye. Yes.
So the applicant was in here before, getting approval for the removal of the steps, now they want to put them back.
Yes.
Hopefully,
Yes.
better. Where you want.
Well, this is fine. And it is a follow-up conversation to what we discussed before. This is it's a portion of the existing house. We are asking for approval to add the porch railings between the existing columns and then add wood steps with the banister going down the front. The reason being is there were concrete steps and we're putting it back, trying to go back to the original. And included in that is taking off the vinyl siding, which was, I guess it was the first home in the historic district that had vinyl siding. We would like to remove that. And as far as we know, the wood, the wood siding is in good condition because we have everything removed on the inside and it looks like everything will be good to go. So if there's any repairs made, it would go back with wood. We also would like to paint the house white, taking it back to its original color that we've been able to trace, and then bring out a walkway that goes all the way to the sidewalk. And it would be that plantation mix lined with brick that would be as wide as the stairway walkway. And I believe that's it. So let me know if you have any questions. Oh, and the house would be painted white. We have the paint color in there, and then the skirting is painted a light gray to match the metal roof.
Any discussion?
I think it all looks great.
Nope, I think it looks fine.
Yeah, it does, looks good.
Have a motion,
I'll make a motion that we approve as discussed.
second.
I'll second.
Okay,
Yeah.
all in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Looks nice.
Looks good. That walkways.
Next up, 100 Marion. Hello.
Hello.
Getting to most everybody.
Applicant is asking, they want to currently installing a pool, backyard. They have an AU or a accessory structure back there. They'd like to take off the existing roof and extend it to create a pavilion, next to the pool. With an exterior fireplace. Home itself is, beautiful. Very, very, historical.
Beautiful ranch.
Layout.
It's a little further along now, but yeah. I mean, I can basically explain it. So we just want to extend the existing roof off of the structure. So we have a covered area. We'll match the metal, we'll match the brick on the house. We're pulling out brick to, because there were like walkways in the back, and we're going to use that for the existing, or to add to the fireplace. Columns, we're going to get those to mimic what's on the house now. I'm not too technical, but the roof will be matching as well. Even the color, we've got that on there as well. The same dimensions. I don't know what gauge. Yeah, there's the pool. There's the ADU.
Right here.
Yep.
Go back to number 76. I'm assuming that the chimney up there has the fireplace at the end of the,
Yeah, that's the view looking in. I just don't, I didn't hire an architect to do it. I just had the vision myself, but yeah, that's.
you did a pretty good job. That chimneys usually have a fireplace in it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But it's centered on there, and that's the
Right.
back wall.
Yep.
Believe me, he helped a lot. There was like 14 revisions. Existing doors getting reused. There's a solid door that was there, and we're just moving that. Here's an existing chimney. We're going to mimic that.
This is for on the house though.
That's on the house.
So
Yeah.
they're gonna mimic same detail on the.
There's the brick. There's the color. There's the roof. Column. The pool decking is going to be marble, and that's going to flow under that.
Okay.
And it'll be pretty neat because as long as I can remember, I've been going to that house for 30 years. The backyard was an afterthought. So it'll actually be a usable, nice part of the home now.
I like that you're using the old brick to do the fireplace. It's really cool.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Any questions or concerns?
Any discussion? A motion,
I'll make a motion that we approve as submitted.
second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
If they were still making phone books, you'd be back on the cover with that place now. Yeah, did you?
Also friends, younger kids, and feel like most of the time. Yes, that's amazing. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll go next. Yep.
Hello,
Hello.
Hey,
thank y'all for doing this. I can't imagine. But anyway, I'm Brett with Southern Industries and we are representing the Barlows. They live on
So
200 Salisbury Street. And our company sold them, contracted with them to replace windows. And we measured the windows and we ordered the windows and we applied for a permit. But we mistakenly installed the windows prior to the permit being issued. So we are here now begging for forgiveness. And I think we have pictures to show of of the work that we did.
Pretty much everything was in kind. For both, these were the installed.
Yes, we did 1-for-1 swap for all of the windows that existed, same size, no interior work.
Biggest issue was more with the bow.
We did replace a bow window, but we did not replace it with a bow window.
The original bow,
Mhm.
and then that's,
we ordered 4 30-inch panels and then built buck frames around them and fanned them out. So that was the end result.
still use the same space, they didn't
We didn't modify anything.
by the space. The window has a very different character. The original.
Mhm. Was that just because it was easier to get those smaller windows?
Very
instead of
cost prohibitive
make
to order a bow
big-
window.
Yeah.
It would have cost them triple, almost 4 times what it cost us to be able to do that. That's the truth.
And what was the reason to replace the window?
Mainly energy efficiency. Couple of the window panes had already been cracked. But that room our whole living room was for years have been so hot that we were just like, we just gotta change this. Our power bill is just getting to $600 a year or $600 a month because of the energy efficiency of it was just terrible.
You can see that there's been some modifications to the corners. Were those open?
They were opening.
Crank open. Yeah, which I don't think any of them actually work still.
You mean the corner ones? Oh, okay. So they cranked open?
It was a very unique build. They actually inlaid each piece of glass separately in that.
The way it should be.
Right. It was, yeah,
So, so what happened to the window?
it's gone.
Yeah.
It was not in good shape. I'm 90 days with the company. I made a mistake. It's my fault. I just didn't realize that the permit hadn't been approved. So,
And those are not simulated divided lights, are they?
It's an interior grid. Is there a way to get an exterior grid on? Could you?
not without tearing it all out.
No, I mean, if you use the
Can't apply
grid
it.
that's on the interior, that's just a snap in place, correct?
Yeah, but it's argon gas infused, so it's on the inside of the glass.
Oh, it's inside the glass, yeah.
The whole thing would have to be removed.
So you can't get there.
But they do match the rest of the windows now. All the windows are inside the glass.
And that's how the windows were before, inside the glass?
Yes, and they had previously, before he bought the house, had replaced half of the windows in the house. So we matched what somebody else had already replaced half the windows on so that the house would look the same.
The rest of the windows are 1/1s.
Yes, one over.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, I did say they were inside the glass mistakenly.
Between the panes.
The rest of the windows don't have grids.
they don't have them, yeah.
But the bow that you constructed has the grids between the glass.
Correct. And we did that to emulate what was already there with the grids. If you go back and pull up the other pictures, it had 20 grids in it, I think. The older picture. There you go.
I guess my comment would be the styling of this. To me, that's how they probably would have done it if they were doing this kind of window 100+ years ago, because, you know, they typically had the weights in the sides there to help raise the windows and so forth. So style wise, it looks like it would be more appropriate for more of a historic home than what they had before. So I don't really take any issue with it. Again, it's not a historic home.
It's clean. It really does look good.
Yeah, I mean,
I think.
Yeah, I mean, as I walk around our neighborhood every day, and there's a handful of homes that look exactly like that. That have done the same thing. So I don't know if they're actually, I don't know the exact lines of the Horseburg district, so I'm not sure. But that whole area around Salisbury, there's 4 or 5 homes that I've seen the last couple of weeks. Well,
I would have been much happier with this approach if you'd done it as simulated divided lights, because you've got 2 things that have taken away from the original design. One is coming up with these 4 separate windows, but the other one is having the grids between the glass. And there is a great aesthetic to having true divided lights, which you had before, or simulated divided lights where there's a grid on the outside. I don't find it real pleasing, but
Is there an opportunity that you can get a grid to match what you have there? And have a snap-on exterior?
or just apply.
Check and see. I don't know the answer to that.
I don't think you want necessarily a snap-on, but I think you can apply one. Because that's how simulated divided lights are made, is the grid is on the exterior, but it's applied to the glass. And I think that would go a long way in easing my heartburn.
It would look a lot better. And what, just some kind of glue they put on there to apply it.
Yep.
Yeah. It'd be an easy fix.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can certainly check and see.
Well, that would be my recommendation, because I'm not really excited about how this ended up. Even though it's not an historic house, it's in the historic district, and we're trying to keep the standards in the historic district.
Yeah,
I-
and if we approve one, then, we have to go, it'd be hard to not approve somebody else. So I mean, we can approve the other windows that were
Yeah.
installed, fine, that's not a problem after the fact. Maybe come back about this window, see if you can do the outside grids on the outside.
I can do that, I have no problem. I would just ask that if I'm able to do that, can we do that through? Without
Yeah,
having to have
and-
another meeting?
Yeah, and that outside grid needs to be something other than just flat metal or wood. It needs to have some detail to it,
Bevel or,
like the outside of a window, so that it has, some body to it, not just a flat piece of something.
and it really will stand out
Yeah, this.
in your home.
Well, that's an inch and a half and a piece of wood. So
But I think his question was, could be,
I think about on the inside and the outside view, so we have to match whatever it is, I assume on the inside as well as the outside. That's true.
Which I honestly would love, because that would be really hard to clean. Whereas now it's just flat glass, so it's
Yeah,
it'd be
well-
really easy to keep clean. But
Yeah, I'm negotiating. Perhaps customers, maybe
Yeah.
customers.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
That unfortunately is not one of the considerations we
well, yeah. I
undertake.
get that, yeah. I get-
But we're talking about, are you talking about doing the grid on the outside and the inside?
I don't,
It would have to be.
why would
I
it,
mean, the terrible view from the inside, if you look through the grid on the inside of the glass to a larger grid.
No, I don't think,
it doesn't
Are y'all-
need to
are
be
you-
larger.
yeah, it doesn't need to be larger. It just needs to,
Needs-
whatever that the width is, it just needs to try to match up to that, just be on the outside. That's all they're saying.
It could be
Yeah.
the same.
They're not talking
size.
about going with an inch and a half piece and all that. It doesn't need to necessarily look like what you took off. They're just talking about
Yeah,
to
you
give
can-
it that, yeah.
the same width as what you have between the glass, but was a little bit.
Yeah, and that way you're
The
not
ex-
touching the inside, so you can still clean them and do everything.
The exterior of a single pane glass window is a very narrow piece that the glass fits in with putty over it. So it has a little bit of,
Right.
yeah, so it has a little bit of a triangular shape. So to put something like that in as opposed to just a flat strip of wood is what,
Avoid a piece of lattice.
Yeah, avoid lattice, right. Yeah.
And I'll do my best to make that happen.
It's better than replacing the whole thing.
Not complaining.
Yeah. And then we'll make the window stand out.
Yep.
And look really pretty.
but with that done, you would still have to return.
I think we can leave
The-
that up to Jim to confirm that it's done the way.
Before I was saying.
It's not even something you can get a carpenter to make. A trim carpenter can do that. As opposed to going somewhere and ordering it.
okay with it being something other than wood? PVC or is that something?
Needs to be wood.
Is the rest of the window wood?
None of the rest of it. I mean, except the framing that they did is wood. But
Honestly, my first, what I think was, and I'm not talking about easiest, I think if they manufacture one for that window that I can get on the outside, I think that's best first off.
That's fine.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's gonna
Okay.
be in vinyl or PVC. or
Okay, well, if the company makes simulated divided lights, they should have something that matches that can be applied to the outside, because that's how simulated divided light is made. It's a single sheet of glass with,
So you manufacture this.
I don't manufacture them, we order them, from a company called Lytec.
Okay, so they obviously have to produce that center grid.
Yeah, but it is a flat grid, in the center, so that it.
Yeah.
fits. I've not been there long enough to discover, they do have different grid options, I don't know if they're all between black and
you need to understand the different types. There's simulated divided lights where there is a grid on the outside, the inside, even if it's triple paned. Then you've got inside the window between the panes like these. And you have true divided lights, which is what was taken out, where everything is a single pane of glass fit into a frame. Yes, ma'am.
I'm not gonna speak to that. I was talking to the sales guys, because he's production sales guy. He offered, external frames. So I'm pretty sure they do.
Okay.
Yeah, I would,
Yeah, I think
I would
so.
also be 90% sure. Yeah.
Assuming.
That'd
All
be
right.
great.
That would be great.
Thank
And you can deal with Jim on getting that.
Yeah, sure, if they can simulate what it's gonna be. That would help. Will do.
Chat GPT.
Okay.
thank y'all.
All right. Did we?
Yeah, do we
did
need-
Make a motion? now?
We need to
Make the motion.
Yeah.
on that.
Who's making the motion? I'll make the motion, sure, to approve all the other windows as presented, and then conditional approval on this bay window, subject to coming back with to staff with some sort of exterior grid.
I'll second.
Okay. Favor?
Yes.
August.
Yes.
All right. Is there any other business? Any new business? I have a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion to adjourn.
Right, we are adjourned.